Today is concrete day, so any minute now through that gap a mixer lorry is going to appear. Sun's come out, it's coming in.
So just a quick recap, this is the site. Now the lorry is on the drive. If you look at the very far right top corner here, that's the driveway up there, that's where the concrete's going to be poured from. And it's got to get down to the site, we're just going to rotate here, and it's got to flow from that corner all the way around. Well, that's the plan. Here's from the last video, this is the concrete chute we made, so you can see where we're going to be pouring the concrete in. And the plan is it will just flow around nice and easily. So first of all, the concrete man is wetting the chute. I mean, the first concern I'd have is, would the chute actually survive or even stay in place? Quite a nervy moment as it goes, and as you can see, the chute is standing up quite well, missing a little bit. Now here you see it going in, same sequence but from the drone above. Now let me start to highlight what the problem is. We're speeding it up here. Where it's pouring in, look how it's flowing. It's trying to go down the screen and across. You can see me raking it across. And already it's too deep, the point it's going in, and it's stopped flowing down to the bottom of your screen. Now what's happened here is that the concrete guy has then stopped and he's proposed that we get it a bit runnier. Now, unfortunately, the problem here is that it starts bursting slightly out the side of the chute. And that's not a major problem, but it certainly improves the mix. But the problem we've got is that we've now got quite a firm mix sitting at the point where we first flowed it, blocking it up. And now we've got a runnier mix, which is working its way around, but it's sitting on top of the blockage. Now look at where it should be flowing down. See me trying to rate that there? It's not getting any further, and that stuff is pretty stiff. So this is the beginning of the big problem that I was facing.
Well, nothing's ever easy. Basically it wasn't runny enough the first pour. Now then he did adjust it. So we're sitting up far too high here. I've got to be quick here, I've got to do something about this, because I can't really get to the same depth down the back end unless I overfill, which I might have to do. This is where it's stuck. I'm going to have to rake this through on this side. Now on the other it's fine. It's merely the angle he flowed it in at. Here's where it's made it round. It's fine to there. Ooh, bit of a collapse there on the side. So it's made it round here as well. But clearly we've got a massive downslope on this, it's not flowed properly. Big problem. So we've got to get off the film now and sort this out one way or another. Nothing's ever easy, is it?
Now I'm just going to overdub on this one and just explain what happened next, because it was such a panic I couldn't even put the camera on. So I spent about the next hour scraping the concrete around as best as I could, and also the next concrete load was due within the hour. So it was pretty breathless and pretty panicky. What I did do was I moved the concrete chute and I aimed it at the corner where it got stuck. We'll see that in a minute. But really my job here was just to get prepared, scrape as much round as I could in preparation for the second load, which was coming pretty soon. We'll jump to that sequence next.
Oh, well, how things change quickly. Second lot spin, I went for another 6. So that means I've had 13.5, not 12.5. But actually it's worked out well. So we've ended up overfilling at this end. I don't care, that's not a problem. It's just a bit of waste. And as you can see up there, we are kind of close to the top. So that's exactly what I expected. Now I've just got to move this around a little bit more. And particularly on the back, the kind of the meeting point, if you like, down here. I've definitely got a bit of work just to pull this one down here, but actually compared to where I was before, I've even taken out that step. I don't think I need it. So if I can just move this stuff around and get it in, I have to say I'm fairly confident we're okay. So, bit of work to do. Well, it's 5 o'clock. I've put in the best part of an afternoon's work, and we have concrete in. I have definitely got a problem with levels, I know that. I'd have to calculate the differential, but you know, the highest point of the concrete and the lowest, I'm afraid to say I think we've got as much as 20 centimetres, which is not cool. But I just cannot shift the concrete around with the amount of time, frankly, energy I've got. Blisters everywhere, and I've had enough. So I've got it level enough that I can put block on it. We'll do some measurements, we'll have a look. It might be that we have to cut some blocks to work our way up. It might be that we'll work with the undulation and correct it with a slab. Not sure at this point, but I think I've taken it as far as I can today.
Well, that day was the biggest nightmare so far, and the hard work only begins. I hope you can join me in the next video where I sort out the levels in the concrete. Also, if you could subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, or maybe leave a comment, I really appreciate it. See you next time.